Month on to Today Parenting Team. We've been talking about a topic that every single parent of little ones is obsessed with, sleep. We all want our kids to get a good night's rest, but how do we do it? Well, we asked our Today Parenting Team contributors to share their sleep challenges, so here are the true cell phone confessions of sleep-deprived parents.
Why won't you guys go to bed? My kids come out of their room 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times after I've shut the whole house down and put them to bed. Why, aren't you guys tired?
No! I don't know.
Help me, please.
Why did you guys wake up? It's not even 5 o'clock in the morning yet.
It is, okay?
No, it's not.
It is, kid.
Can you guys go back to bed for me?
No!
Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and yet again my kids are wide awake and ready to go for the day. I'm so tired.
Getting my daughters to go to sleep at night is not the issue. They're actually great sleepers. The issue is getting them up in the morning. Oftentimes I have to drag them out of bed caveman style just to get them ready for school, and we're always late. Please help. Help.
Well, it is 2:30 in the morning, and my 5-month-old is up, so I'm going to feed him. But the doctor says he should be sleeping through the night. Can someone explain to me how?
In the past month, he's been waking up screaming and crying inconsolable. The only way he'll go back to sleep is if he goes and get in our bed. That's where we're headed now. Shh, he's finally asleep.
I can so relate. Dr. Carol Ash is the Director of Sleep Medicine for Meridian Health. Doctor, good morning to you.
Good morning, Savannah.
I mean, where to even start? This is the subject that bedevils all of us new parents, and it's so crucial for the child and for the parent. I mean, for example, you have a kid who was sleeping through the night that we just saw, and then suddenly is waking up and getting into bed. What do you do?
Well, Savannah, for most of these problems, some of these problems you'll need a sleep specialist to help, but for most of them, what underlies the problem is our own need to make our children feel safe and loved. And so we do things not understanding the physiology of sleep and not understanding the consequences of sleep. It'll impair your performance, poor mood, addictive behaviors, obesity, increased risk of colds, and there's just some simple things we can do to get our kids back on track.
And I want to go through them because you have a helpful acronym, but I mean, is the bottom line to you that at some point you're going to have to let your baby cry?
Well, absolutely. It's, again, understanding that physiology is really key. And it's okay to let your baby cry a little bit. You can go in and say, hi, I'm here. But if you start from the very beginning, up until 6 months, the circuitry for sleep and wake is not developed. So babies will sleep and wake when they want. But 6 months on, there's some things you can do.
All right, let's go through your tips. You have a convenient acronym, DREAM. D starts for drowsy. Get your kid drowsy.
Drowsy is so important because that helps your child to learn how to self-soothe and be dependent on themselves.
So don't rock them to sleep.
Don't rock them to sleep, because if they wake up in the middle of the night, they're going to need that rocking. And so, if you put your child to sleep awake, they're going to be staring at the ceiling, looking for you to intervene, and that invites crying and stalling and the glass of water. So put them to bed drowsy.
Okay, let's move on to our next one, R, which stands for rules and routine. This is a biggie.
This is really key. Rules and routine are important for setting expectations and consistency. The brain looks for that to tell it it's time to go to sleep. And you can use some cues like a warm bath, or you could read a book to them, or even almond milk will conjure up those emotions of calm and comfort.
So same bedtime, bath time, book, come up with a routine and stick with it.
Consistent. That's exactly right.
The next we have E, electronics. Electronics good, electronics bad?
Well, electronics are bad. You want to get the screens out of the room because the light from the electronics will tell the brain the day is not ended and it's not time to sleep. And in addition, the electronics can keep you engaged, so you're playing on your iPhone for bigger kids or the iPad. So get the electronics out of the room. And it's important because the parents that talk about they can't get their kids to bed and then they can't get them up in the morning, those electronics interrupt the way the clock works and will cause real problems with that.
That leads very nicely into our next, which is A for ambiance. You want to set the mood.
You want to set the mood. It's really important. You want quiet, dark, cool, and cozy. So if it's too noisy, get a white noise machine. make sure the mattress, the pillows are just right, and you want to make sure that the temperature is right. You sleep in a cooler environment.
I just have a few seconds, but for M, it's this model the behavior.
Model the behavior.
What does that mean?
Kids learn by example, so you should be doing the same things. And also what motivates them is curiosity and a challenge. So go to a website with them and learn about sleep and make a fun activity on a Saturday that if they get up, you can go to this fun place. But if they get up without an alarm clock would be the key, because if they're doing it right, they don't need an alarm clock to get up.
All right, Dr. Ash, good tips. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our Today Parenting Team contributors. We love you, and we're glad you shared your stories and your advice. Read more, and you can add your own voice to our community at today.com/parenting team. And may we all sleep a little better tonight. Coming up next, a different take on